Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today we're continuing our summoning for Ganyu from the top of the world here at Dragonspine. Unfortunately, luck was not particularly with us. It's not that we were unlucky, it's that we weren't lucky. You know how it goes. But we're back with more resources. Today we will be getting Ganyu no matter what happens here. But last time, we ended it with another Diluc. That is my third Diluc. Still don't have any other standard banner character except for Diluc. Which some might say that's a blessing, others might say it's a curse. Let's go ahead and get started here. We'll keep... Oh. Right, it's so much slower now that we're using the stupid crystals. Maybe I should transfer some of them over. But like, you can use the crystals for other stuff, so it's not very good to transfer them over until you are actually using them. And there's always a chance we get a Ganyu on like pole number 3 right here, right? Ganyu? No, of course not. So last time we really talked about everything, right? We got our Noelle. We got a Diluc. We didn't get Bennett yet. So if we could get Bennett now, that would make this so much better, because looks like we're getting close to like a double pity status here to actually get Ganyu. Okay, this is way too slow. After these first 10, we're gonna transfer some Primo Gems. Yeah, this whole click, 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 click thing, not really my style. We could do 10 pulls, but I don't want to do 10 pulls in case we get it early. We got 2 more. Then, oh, okay, there's a 4-star, not a 5-star. Widsith, huh? Not a book I use, not a book I really plan on using anytime soon, but it could be useful on someone. Maybe in the future someone will work better with it. I think that's the theme song one, right? Where when your character comes out, they get like a theme song for 30 seconds or something, and it either gives them elemental mastery, attack, or something else. I don't remember what the last thing is. Okay, so that's 10 summons. Why don't we go transfer? Oh wait, no, we could have done it from the other screen, right? Yeah, here we go. Is there no drag bar here? I like even numbers, so we're gonna keep the even numbers. It doesn't even tell you how many, oh, it tells you how many crystals you have up there. So we're going 20 more. This should make it quite easy for us to keep track as well. So we got enough for 20 right now. And we'll probably pick up the pace just a little bit, because we know what's happening at the end of this. This is all culminating to Ganyu, for sure. There's no way we don't get Ganyu right now, which is nice. I love pity systems because I know what I'm getting myself into, right? Like when I started today, I was ready for this outcome where we double pity into a Ganyu. Is that what's gonna happen? It's looking like it, but it hasn't happened yet. There's another Noelle, huh? I mean, it's a 5 summon rebate, so that's something. Now I don't know if I should use those Masterless Star Glitter that I have right now for a summon, because in theory, like, I know Bennett was there one time and I should have bought him when he was there, but I didn't because I was nervous something better might come in the future. But now I have so many and nothing better has come that if another Bennett came up, I would purchase him immediately. I regret not purchasing him the first time, I guess, is what it comes down to. But he's really the only guy who I would purchase there unless a 5-star appeared. Now, I don't know that a 5-star can appear, but it would be sweet. We're already past 20 summons now. Oh, that was purple. We skipped the purple, but It's a Favonius Warbow. I got 3 of those now. I should probably combine them into one. Because that would just make Venti even better at generating energy for himself. Now, does he need that? No, not really. So almost keeping them separated is fine in case someone else wants to use a Favonius Warbow. Because I don't think Venti needs an R3 Favonius Warbow. He is fine at an R1 Favonius Warbow. Let me tell you. He always has his elemental burst though. All you have to do to make sure that Venti gets his elemental burst back up after using it is use your elemental skill a single time on the elemental burst targets, and then you guarantee that you get it back up. There's another Zhangling. I think that gives us C3 Zhangling now. So we might get her pretty close. We needed one more Jingqiu, right? To actually get who's it? C6? So I mean, that if I get C6 Jingqiu, that just make me more likely to actually use him in the future. So we doing another 20? We'll keep doing 20 pops. So we're at 30 summons right now. Exchange. But yeah, Jingqiu. Oh, the other character that would be sweet if we could get is my C6 Sucrose. I have a C5 Sucrose at the moment, and I've kind of just been hoping for a C6 to like push me to actually get her up, because I got a weapon for her, which is just Mappa Mare, which you can make at the blacksmith, but I haven't really leveled her yet. I think I have most of the like books and stuff to level her if I wanted to. I just didn't do it because like it's a very large gold and XP investment. And like if a character like Ganyu comes out, I don't have any XP, then I can't level her, right? So that would be a shame. What is this? Favonius Lance? I don't think I have that one. Oddly enough, I mean that doesn't seem that obscure, but it's the first one I've ever seen. We'll check my box later and see that I already have like 3. Not really. I don't think I have that many lances. Like the only lance I had was the prototype whatever that you can make, which I made for Zhangling immediately, that gives you the energy regen. And now I use that on Zhongli. And that one's not really leveled up, but I have been waiting for a better lance for Zhongli, because I don't necessarily think that one's very good for Zhongli, because what it does is when you use an elemental skill, it boosts your damage for the next 10 seconds, and that can stack twice. But I don't like, I can't remember what kind of damage it boosts. I think it just boosts normal and charge attack damage, and I don't really normal and charge attack with Zhongli very much. I tend to use his abilities, maybe tank a hit or 2, and then I leave. Like, Zhongli's job is to put up shields for Klee to kill everybody, and he does that quite well. Oh, here we go. No 5-star still. It's another Noel, huh? We have gotten 5 Noels now? 4 or 5 Noels? We're already past C6. We don't need any more, game. Could you give us a Bennett instead of one of these Noels? That would be great. So we're at 48 summons right now. Now again, we're guaranteed Ganyu at some point during these summons. Let's go ahead, fill this up a little bit again. Even numbers, because I have an obsession with the numbers being even. Boop. And let's continue. How close are we to Ganyu? It's common, it's within the next 40 summons. And then we can go put all of the fancy schmancy gear that I've accumulated for her, put it on her, level her up. Should I level her up in this video, or should I level her up in a separate one to kind of like explain all the stuff that I'm using on her? I don't know. Because like, I don't think any of the gear that I have at the moment is going to change. The thing that's going to change is the weapon. Another, oh, that's not a wood set. Shows how much I know about these books. I don't remember if I have a sacrificial fragments or not. Probably not something that I would use on most of my catalyst characters anyways. It's kind of just like average. Because the sacrificial weapons are all the ones that have a chance to reset your elemental skill when you hit someone with your elemental skill, which is really good for certain characters like Xingqiu, because having his rain swords up is amazing. But most of the catalyst users, it's not that fantastic for, or at least none that I've found. I don't have Mona, and I don't use like Ningguang, but I can't see that it's very good on Ningguang, because Ningguang's elemental skill can't even hit people, can it? It's a giant wall. I don't even think it does damage. Like, you can shoot things through it and make them do more damage, but I don't think it itself does damage, so I don't know if it can actually proc sacrificial fragments to begin with, or sacrificial whatever the... It is sacrificial fragments, because she's a tome user. But like, who else is good? Like, Ganyu might be good with the sacrificial bow, especially if you're looking for kind of reproducing Constellation 2 without actually having Constellation 2. But, I mean, everything's good on Ganyu is the problem, right? Like, any bow you pick for Ganyu is going to be good. Another Zhangling. That's C4 Zhangling now. Which is... If I had had this luck with Zhangling when I was using Zhangling as a main DPS, that would have been great. Because then my Zhangling would have been so much more powerful, and I wouldn't have immediately replaced her with Klee. Granted, I probably still would have replaced her with Klee when I summoned Klee, but... like... it would have hurt me more to get rid of her or stop using her, because she was just like lacking in damage at C0. She was struggling to keep up with some of the other people, especially since I already had Venti at that point. So we're 70 summons in, huh? It took us 70 summons to get Diluc last time. Our third Diluc. Still don't have any of the other characters I want, like Jean or Chi-Chi. Let's do it in 10s. 10 summons. We didn't get like Jean or Chi-Chi or Mona or Kaching, all those fancy smancy characters that I would love to get. We got another Diluc that I haven't used yet, because the game just really wants me to use Diluc, and here we are. 73 summons in on our guaranteed Ganyu, using every last bit of primo gems and crystals we have just to make this happen. And it is something else. What was this, 75? Another Xingqiu. Is that C6 Xingqiu? It's probably C6 Xingqiu at this point. Okay. 75 is where the rate for 5 stars goes up dramatically. Show me a Ganyu in the next 5 summons. I demand it. No, that is not a Ganyu. That is a 3-star character. In the next 3 summons, you must give me Ganyu. Please? Come on, I mean, I'd like... There it is. Okay, we've done it. We finally got the Ganyu. Oh my gosh. That was something else. 70 summons for Diluc the first time, 79 summons for Ganyu the second time. We're here, we made it. We got Ganyu. Let's go ahead and check out everything that we've earned, as well as gear up Ganyu, and then maybe in the next one I will level up Ganyu. So how many of these do we have? We're a C4. What does this do? It just levels up Pyronado, which is good because Pyronado is her best support skill. Gyoba's great, but Pyronado is better. Pyronado's duration is increased. That just makes her an even better support. If you heard what I said for the last one, it applies to this one. What else do we got here? Got another Ganyu that is, or not Ganyu, Xingqiu. That's C6 Xingqiu. What does this even do? Activating 2 of Guha Sword Rain Cutter. Rain attacks greatly increases. Oh, okay. So when you activate his elemental burst, where it shoots out the swords as you attack, there's just gonna be the 3rd sword does more damage, and he regenerates energy when sword rain attacks hit. All of them? What? That seems insane. Not just the third one, just all of them? How much how much does his elemental burst even cost? It's probably like an 80 cost, right? Because it's one of the strongest elemental bursts in the game. Okay, it is an 80 cost. So like if you attack 20 times in this 15-second duration, which I don't know if anyone can attack that fast without an attack speed boost, but 20 attacks regenerates 60 energy for him, right? So you almost have this back up. You just use like one Fatal Rain screen, and if you have sacrificial fragments, maybe you use 2 Fatal Rain screens, get all that energy back, and you already got your elemental burst ready to go again. Now where are you, Ganyu? Ganyu! Oh, there you are, I found you. Alright, we finally got the Ganyu. Now we'll go ahead and equip her artifacts real quick, because I already got her artifacts all nice and ready to go. Start with the flower. Show me. Nope. Show me the set. Where's the Blizzard Strayer set? Now, which one do we got here? We got this flower. This is a decent flower, not amazing. Could get better. As you can see, I've farmed quite a few, but this is the one that I have picked for now. We've got crit rate, crit damage, and attack. All stats that she needs. Would this be better as an attack percent? Yes. Is it an attack percent? No. So we'll hopefully get a better one later. Could it have 4 stats? Also yes, but it didn't happen. So as far as feathers go, I marked 3 feathers. This one gives crit rate at almost 4% and energy recharge, which is really good for her. This one is probably the worst of them all. It gives energy recharge and elemental mastery. And this one gives crit rate at 3.5%, attack at 4.1%, and HP at 5%. This one gives flat HP, so I think we will go with this one, even though it's slightly less crit rate. We might roll both of these to level 4 in the next one, the next video, and see which one actually gets the better 4th stat, and then go from there, because rolling something to level 4 isn't that difficult. So that'll probably be what happens. Now when we get onto this, we got pretty good cup, attack percent main, which is pretty much the only thing you're looking for out of the timepiece. And then we got the flat defense, which is unfortunate, but that's the best one I got. I don't even think I got another attack percent one. We've got low choices here. Got crit damage, which is great with her passive, because she gets crit damage passively as her stat. Energy recharge is going to be really good on her to spam her elemental burst more, and elemental mastery just going to be very good on her as well. Now, cups. None of these cups are what I'm using for her. Get rid of the Blizzard Strayer. Go to all. Give me my cryo bonus damage cups. So we got 3 here. None of them are the greatest cup you've ever seen in the planet. So first one, cryo bonus damage. All of them are cryo bonus damage, obviously, because that's what we're searching. We got flat defense, not great. Elemental masteries, good. Elemental recharge, good, but not good enough. Second cup, cryo bonus damage. Elemental mastery. Oh wait, this one's probably the best, right? Unless this is going to be another, I think we roll both of them and see what the 4th stat is. Because I feel like crit rate is more important on her. Because she already has crit damage. So I need as much crit rate as I can get, but if this one just rolls into crit rate, then it's probably going to end up being better, right? So I should probably roll both of these. This one has 3 good stats: elemental mastery, crit damage, and attack. Well, this one only has 2 good stats, but it's guaranteed to get me that crit rate. But it does have attack percent, while this one only has flat attack. So both of them are pretty good. I think we roll them both to 4 and see which one's actually better. We'll equip this one temporarily for now, and we'll get on to our last piece of gear. Show me Blizzard Strayer again. Now it looks like we got 3 choices here. I got a crit rate main stat in case I think we don't have enough crit rate, but I can't see this one being that good, especially since we could augment our crit rate with the Battle Pass weapon. Now, if I want to use a different weapon, then this one might be our choice, but it only has 2 good stats here. It's got energy recharge and it's got attack, flat attack. Now, this next one is probably what we're going to go with. It's got crit damage as its main stat, so we'll just get ridiculous crit damage on our Ganyu. It's got elemental mastery, attack, and attack percent, so 3 good stats. And then flat defense is whatever. We just hope it doesn't roll all into flat defense. And then what's this last one? Oh, it's just an attack main stat one. Also good, but I'd probably rather augment her crit in some way with one of these two. So I think this one is probably going to be the one that we go with. But again, we might try and level up a few things and see where it actually goes. Now, as far as weapons go, the weapons that I planned to use are probably the Battle Pass weapon because it gives crit rate. Now, once we level up all of our artifacts, which I'll do next time, we'll figure out just how much crit rate we're actually getting from those artifacts. And we'll see if we actually need this bow, because she does have a talent that increases her crit rate of her charge level 2 shots by 20% after the first shot. So in theory, if you're already at 80% crit, then you don't really need to be higher, but it would help with her other skills. But her other skills are like persistent stuff, except for like her little lotus. You're not really using the lotus for damage. But I think the fact that like her ultimate is her main damage and it's persistent damage, you don't necessarily need 100% crit with something like that. It's more like big like slaps that you need 100% crit with. Now the other options that we have are stringless, which would just increase all of her ability damage, but it doesn't help her charge attacks. Now her charge attacks are really good, so I think we want to use something that's gonna make more sense with charge attacks. Now granted, this doesn't necessarily make her charge attack better, but it has the 50% chance to use a cyclone that deals more damage off of your actual charge attack. Like it'll have a chance to happen off of your charge attacks. And then the final choice that we got is Favonius Warbow, just for the energy regen to make sure we can actually use her elemental burst constantly. We got this prototype Crescent, but I don't think that's really an option, because this is going to require, yeah, you're going to be charge attacking, but it's going to require you to hit weak spots, which could be good. It is a attack percent main stat, so it's kind of tough. I feel like here really the bow that I'm choosing is going to be the one with the best like substat here. So I think crit rate is going to end up being the best substat for us, but we'll figure that out once we actually level up the artifacts. So I think we'll tentatively equip this bow, and then after we level the artifacts, we'll actually see where she's at. And that's pretty much all there is. I think next time we'll level her up, level her artifacts, and then we'll actually pick a weapon for her and maybe level that weapon as well. I don't remember if I have materials for all the bows. I think I have materials for this bow, but I don't remember. What are the materials for this bow? Show me. I mean, I have quite a few of these. I think I farmed some of them beforehand. So I think I was prepared to level up this bow. But either way, that's going to do it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed us getting Ganyu, and next time be ready for us leveling up Ganyu as well as leveling up all of her stuff to actually show off where our stats are going to be at, and then we'll try and improve them over time, but it's going to be our starting point for our Ganyu. So either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.